incredible facts and myths about animals that you won't believe. We've all heard at least one or two of these myths over the years. You've probably wondered at times if that's really true or not. Well, in this video, I'm going to uncover several myths about animals that we've all thought were true. Get ready, because some of them are really going to surprise you. Myth: all bees are females. Fact: bees live in colonies, and each colony has a social structure. Within a bee colony, there are 3 types of bees: queens, drones, and worker bees. The queen bee is the only sexually productive female in the colony. The drones are a male bee that mate with the queen, and the worker bees are the female bees that are responsible for jobs such as looking for food, building a hive, and caring for the young bees. Myth: bees do not sting at night. Fact: this is absolutely not true. Bees will sting anytime they feel threatened to protect their home. Myth: toads will give you warts if you touch them or kiss them. Fact: you cannot get warts from toads because warts are caused by human HPV virus. But you can get sick and have a very irritated mouth and skin from a toad. They have wart-like bumps behind the toad's ears. These glands contain a nasty poison. Myth: bulls will attack if you show them the color red. Fact: bulls are colorblind. They like to attack moving objects. So using a red cape is a matter of tradition, and also thought to be used to mask the blood stains from the bull. Myth: elephants never forget. Fact: elephants have a very impressive memory and are able to recognize other animals and even humans they have met in the past. It is highly unlikely that elephants don't forget anything. Elephants have some limitations, as humans do, when it comes to memory. Myth: giraffes are very flexible. Fact: giraffes are not able to turn their head backwards. They might seem flexible and are the tallest animal in the world, but they only have 7 cervical vertebrae. Myth: porcupine quills shoot from their bodies. Fact: when a porcupine comes in contact with another object, its quills are controlled by its muscles, and they are released instantly. So in other words, something has to come in contact with the quills in order for them to be released. Myth: alligators can run faster than humans. Fact: alligators can move very quickly over short distances, but they cannot sustain speeds that are faster than humans. Alligators are more likely to use their powerful tails to swim or belly crawl through the water or across land to get around. Myth: chameleons change color to blend in with their surroundings. Fact: chameleons have the ability to change their color, but they don't solely change their color for camouflage. Chameleons change their color for a variety of reasons. Some of them are communication, their emotional state, and temperature regulation, just to name a few. Myth: bats are blind. Fact: that is a myth. Most bats have excellent eyesight. They also use biological sonar to navigate and locate prey in complete darkness. Myth: gorillas are violent and aggressive animals. Yes, gorillas are very powerful and large primates, but they are generally peaceful animals. When gorillas are living in the wild, they have complex social groups, and they use a variety of vocalization, facial expressions to communicate, and gestures to resolve conflicts. Myth: rattlesnakes rattle before they attack. Fact: rattlesnakes do not give warnings usually before they strike. Rattlesnakes rattle when they are frightened and also to indicate their presence so they won't be harmed. Myth: rattlesnakes add a rattle every year. Fact: rattlesnakes add a new rattle every time they shed. They can shed several times a year, and sometimes their rattles can break off. So counting the age of a snake by its rattles is not an accurate way to tell how old a rattlesnake is. Myth: snakes only strike from a coiled position. Fact: when a snake coils, it increases the distance that the snake can strike, but snakes can bite or strike from any position they are in. Myth: snakes are slimy. Fact: snakes are not slimy. Their skin is dry and scaly and provides a protective barrier. Some snake species, like the corn snake and the garter snake, have smooth scales that give their skin a shiny, sleek look, while other species have rough, dull scales. Last but not least, dogs are best friends. I believe dogs have the most myths about them than any other animal or creature on earth, in my opinion. I'm not going to go over all of them, but there are a few I think you'll be very interested in. Myth: dogs are colorblind. Fact: dogs are not completely colorblind. They can see some colors such as blue, green, yellow. Their color vision is not as refined as a human's vision. They may have some difficulty distinguishing between red and green. Dogs are better at detecting movement and can see better in low light conditions than humans. Myth: if a dog has a warm, dry nose, they are sick. Fact: a dry nose has almost nothing to do with the dog's health. Normal body temperature of a dog should be between 101.5 degrees Fahrenheit plus or minus 1 degree. Veterinarians say a dog may still have a cold even if it has a wet nose while running a temperature of 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Myth: dogs are supposed to get vaccinations every year. Fact: certain protocols are still in debate, but it is known now that certain vaccines such as distemper and rabies don't need to be given yearly after the initial dose and boosters, according to veterinarians. Myth: dogs eat grass when it's going to rain. Fact: dogs don't eat grass because it's going to rain. They eat grass for a number of reasons, like diet deficiency. They need more fiber in their diet. Their digestive system is upset. They use it as an antacid because their stomach is empty and they have too much bile in their stomach and they need to throw up and get rid of it. Some other reasons are boredom and they just plain like it. If you're still not sure and you feel like there may be something more going on with your dog, I would ask your vet their opinion on the situation. Myth: dogs can be spiteful. Fact: dogs can get separation anxiety and become stressed when they are left home alone. They just want to be close to their owners and don't like being left home alone bored. So sometimes they may find something of yours that has your smell on it, and in the process of being with the item, they can be frustrated and their anxiety is taking over, and they may chew or destroy the object. They may also pee or poop in the house or in an area they're not supposed to go, but they don't do that to be spiteful towards you. Myth: you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Fact: you can absolutely teach an old dog new tricks. It just takes them a little bit longer to learn it than younger dogs. They may have hearing and sight issues that make it more difficult for them to learn. But if you have enough patience to teach them, they'll learn. Myth: neutering and spaying a dog causes a dog to gain weight and be lazy. Fact: this is absolutely not true. It might make them have a little less energy, if any, but what's going to make your dog fat and lazy, feeding them too much, too many treats, and not getting enough exercise will cause this. Myth: a dog wagging its tail means it's friendly and it will not bite you. Fact: the wag of a tail from a dog simply means it is a sign of excitement. And excitement can mean good or bad. When a dog wags its tail, that says nothing about its aggressiveness of that particular dog. You can sometimes tell if a dog's aggressive or not by the position of his ears. If he's growling at you or not, barking, and if he's staring at you with his full attention. Myth: if a dog scoots his butt across the floor, the dog has worms. Fact: this is not the sole reason why a dog scoots his butt across the floor. The dog could have worms, allergies, diarrhea, or his anal sacs need to be expressed by the vet. Myth: if a dog eats their own poop or another dog's poop, the dog is not bright or not there mentally. Fact: the majority of the reason why a dog will do this is simply because they are lacking certain nutrients in their diet, and they smell the nutrients that they need in the poop and choose to eat it to get the nutrients that they need badly. So if your dog is doing this, I would contact your veterinarian and really look at what you are feeding your dog, because that could be a big part of the problem. Also, comment down below what fact you liked best. Thank you.